Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Thai ebook before it's gone.
Welcome to ThaiPod101.com's Learn Thai in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Thai. สวัสดีค่ะ ดิฉันชื่อรวินพรค่ะ Hello, my name is Ravin Porn. I've just introduced myself in Thai. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Thai. It's super easy and it takes only 3 minutes. First of all, we have สวัสดี Hello. สวัสดี Then, if you are male, just add ครับ and if you are female, just add ค่ะ at the end of the sentence to increase politeness level. ผมชื่อ your name ครับ ดิฉันชื่อ your name ค่ะ My name is. Let's break down this sentence. ผม and ดิฉัน means I. ผม can be used only by males, while ดิฉัน can be used only by females. If you are male, you should say ผม your name ครับ If you are female, ดิฉัน your name ค่ะ ชื่อ is a verb which means to name. For example, for me สวัสดีค่ะ ดิฉันชื่อรวินพรค่ะ If you are male, for example, this guy สุภชัย สวัสดีครับ ผมชื่อสุภชัยครับ Time to practice. Please repeat after me. Ladies first. สวัสดีค่ะ ดิฉันชื่อ ค่ะ Good job. Now it's the guy's turn. สวัสดีครับ ผมชื่อ ครับ Good job. Now it's time for Ravin Porn's hint. Ta-da! You can shorten this sentence to your name, ครับ or ค่ะ You can omit the subject ผม or ดิฉัน in this sentence, and the level of the sentence is still formal enough for business situation. For example, สวัสดีค่ะ รวินพรค่ะ Remember, when meeting Thai for the first time, always use formal language. See how easy it is to introduce yourself in Thai? In next lesson, we'll learn more about greeting and how to why. See you next time! Welcome back to ThaiPod101.com's Learn Thai in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Thai. From the previous lesson, you learned สวัสดีค่ะ ดิฉันชื่อรวินพรค่ะ Hello, my name is Ravin Porn. And for males, สวัสดีครับ ผมชื่อสุภชัยครับ Hello, my name is สุภชัย In this lesson, you will learn how to greet and why in Thai. This is super easy and you learn them all in 3 minutes. First, we have สวัสดี สวัสดี which is equivalent to hello. And you know what? สวัสดี can be used at any time of the day. If you are male, you say สวัสดีครับ And if you are female, สวัสดีค่ะ Yes, it is super easy. And now, I'm going to explain what why is. Why is not only a gesture used to say hello, but also a sign of respect. Most cases, younger people do why to people who are older, higher in status, or to people you respect. There are 3 levels of why. Are you ready? The first, in order to why monks, priests, and royal family, pressing your palms together near your chest. Then, lower your head and raise your hand until the thumb touch the middle between eyebrow and bow at the same time. There you go. Next, how to why highly respected people, for example teachers or parents. How to do is pretty similar to the previous one. However, your thumb must touch your nose and index fingers touch the middle between eyebrows and bound at the same time. Last but not least, how to why older people or people with the same level. The same as before, but the index fingers touch your nose. There you go. Now it's time for Ravin hint. If someone gives you a why, it usually means that they pay respect toward you. To return their good manner, the receiver usually why back. What to do is just simply put your palm together in front of your chest, like this. I'm sure you are a master in Thai greetings now. In next lesson, you will learn more about the greeting, how are you, and how to answer this question. See you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ Is mastering basic Thai greeting really this easy? Yes, you learn a few tips to master the basic Thai greeting fast with this introduction lesson. In this lesson, you are going to learn more about the Thai greeting, how are you, and how to answer this question. It's super easy and it takes only 3 minutes. Please take a look at this short dialogue. Here is a typical dialogue you would hear every day in Thailand.
สวัสดีค่ะ สบายดีไหมคะ
สบายดีค่ะ Let's break down this dialogue together. Someone said to me, สวัสดี means hello. It can be used at any time of the day. สวัสดี สบายดีไหม How are you? สบายดีไหม สบายดี means fine. Mai is a word that makes a sentence a question. Then the easy part, how to answer. I answer with สบายดี which means fine. Basically, you just drop mai at the end so this sentence becomes affirmative sentence. สบายดี Time for Ravin hint. Ta-da! In case you want to answer something else besides I'm fine, here you are. เรื่อยๆ means so or nothing much. ไม่สบาย means not so good. I'm sick. Remember, สบายดี means fine when you add the prefix ไม่ which mean no or not. This sentence become negative. These are informal phrases. Remember, if the speakers are male, just add ครับ and if you are female, add ค่ะ at the end.These phrases would become formal. Now, before you go, let's practice together one more time. I'm going to ask you a question. Please respond. สวัสดีค่ะ สบายดีไหมคะ Good job. Now it's your turn. Please ask me how are you?เรื่อยๆ ค่ะ ไม่สบายค่ะ สบายดีครับ See you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ สบายดีไหมคะ How are you? Welcome back to ThaiPod101.com's Thai in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest, and the most fun way to learn Thai. How much do manners matter in Thailand? Manners are everything. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to say thank you, I'm sorry, and how to give a response in Thai. This is super easy and you learn them all in 3 minutes. So, here are the 3 phrases. ขอบคุณ ขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณ Thank you. Next, ขอโทษ ขอโทษครับ ขอโทษค่ะ ขอโทษ Excuse me or I'm sorry. And next ไม่เป็นไร ไม่เป็นไรครับ ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ ไม่เป็นไร means never mind, that's okay, don't worry or no problem. Let's practice these 3 phrases in 3 different situations. ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอโทษค่ะ 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 Time for Rawinporn's hint. Ta-da! Do smile when saying these phrases. ขอบคุณ Thank you. ขอโทษ Excuse me when you want to attract one's attention. ไม่เป็นไร Never mind. Remember, Thais always smile. That's why it is called Thailand, the land of smile. In next lesson, you learn one of the most important survival phrases. Excuse me, do you speak English? See you next time. Welcome back to ThaiPod101.com's Learn Thai in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Thai. From the previous lesson, we learned ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you ขอโทษค่ะ I'm sorry ไม่เป็นไร It's okay. Just imagine you are in Thailand with family. Suddenly, your daughter got a bad stomachache from seafood. In this lesson, we are going to learn one of the most important survival phrases. Excuse me, can you speak English? In order to find some English speakers and ask for help. Look what we have here. ขอโทษ Excuse me or I'm sorry. Use these phrases in order to attract someone's attention. If you are male, say ขอโทษครับ If you are female, say ขอโทษค่ะ ขอโทษ Excuse me. พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม means can you speak English? Again, if you are male, say พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหมครับ If you are female, say พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหมคะ พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม Can you speak English? Let's break down this sentence. The subject you is omitted. Then พูด is a verb which means speak. ภาษา means language. อังกฤษ means English. Then you have ได้ which is a verb mean can or could. ไหม is a word that make a sentence a question. พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม Time for Rawinporn's hint. Ta-da! Do smile when you ask for a favor. Thais are very kind. Even though they can't speak English, they will try to find someone else to help you. Until now, I'm sure you got some idea about Thai language, culture, and country. Find more about Thai at thaipod101.com. See you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ
ข สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน ดิฉันกิตยาค่ะ Hi everybody, I am Gitaya. Welcome to thaipod101.com's Learn Thai in 3 minutes. The fastest, easiest, and the most fun way to learn Thai. คุณรวินพร has been doing a great job getting us started, but I'm here to help you the rest of the way. In the last lesson, we learned how to ask someone if they could speak English. In this lesson, we are going to learn numbers in Thai. Yes, numbers, ตัวเลข from 1 to 10. Are you ready? Let's start. 1 Okay, now repeat after me. I will say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 Great job! What is before 1? For 0, we use 0. You don't have any more excuses. You can give your friends your cell phone number in Thai. Let's try together. As you remember, in Thai, we sometimes have to use different words depending on our gender. To say, my number is, women will start the sentence this way. เบอร์โทรศัพท์ของดิฉันคือ and men will start the sentence this way. เบอร์โทรศัพท์ของผมคือ The only thing that changes is the man will say ผม instead of ดิฉัน เบอร์โทรศัพท์ของดิฉันคือเบอร์โทรศัพท์ของผมคือ So let's say I want to give my phone number. เบอร์โทรศัพท์ของดิฉันคือ083-122-4968 Can you read this by yourself? 083-122-4968 Perfect. Now it's time for Gitaya's quick tip. When we go to the bank in Thailand, we sometimes have to wait with a number. When it's your turn, the computerized voice will announce your number. First, it will say หมายเลข which means number, and then it will finish with the number. หมายเลข 1 หมายเลข 2 and so on. Learn your numbers well so you can be ready. Do you know the Thai word for 100? It's really easy. In the next lesson, we are going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Thai. Your task now is to practice the numbers we study in this lesson from 1 to 10 แล้วพบกันใหม่ค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน ดิฉันกิตยาค่ะ Hi everybody, I am Gitaya. Welcome to thaipod101.com's Learn Thai in 3 minutes. The fastest, easiest, and the most fun way to learn Thai. In the last lesson, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. Have you forgotten? Here, I will tell you again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, we are ready for 11 and beyond. But before we start counting, I will tell you a secret. The numbers from 11 to 19 are just like the numbers from 1 to 9. Just start with the numbers for 10, 10, and add the second number after it. So, saying 14 in Thai will be just like saying 10, 4 in English. Isn't that easy? There's one tricky part though. For 11, we use the special word for 1, not 1, but 8. Okay, let's count from 11. 11 11 12 12 13 13 14 14 14 15 15 16 16 17 17 18 18 and finally we have 19 19. Okay, now repeat after me. I will say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. Do you see how easy it is? Just start with 10 or 10 and then just say the number from 1 to 9 after it. Just remember that for 11, we are going to say 8 instead of 1 to make 18. Okay, so what happens at 20 and above? Well, Thai numbers just get easier and easier. Take the number from 1 to 9 that you learned in the last lesson, and then just add the word for 10, 10. There is only one tricky part though. For 20, instead of using song, you will use yi. So listen carefully. 20 20 30 30 40 40 50 50 60 60 70 70 80 80 90 90. Do you see how easy it is? Just be careful to use yi instead of song for 20 to make 20 and you'll be fine. 100 is 100. Can you break this down? The first part, which you learned in the last lesson, is 1. The second part is 100, which means 100. Then you will get 100. 100.
How would you say 56 in Thai? Let's take it step by step. 50 is 50 and then add 6. 56 is done. Isn't that easy? Let's make another number. For instance, 98. Take 90, 90 and add 8, 8. 98. One last tricky part. If you are trying to add the number 1, 1, in a compound number, for example, 21 or 31, you need to add an 8 instead of 1, just like you did with 11. 21 is not 21, it's 21. 31 is 31. It's the same all the way through 90.
Now, it's time for Kitaya's quick tip. After only 2 lessons, you are now able to count to 100 in Thai. You can continue to make numbers from 101 to 199 just by placing 100 in front of the numbers we have learned in this lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to put your number knowledge to use. Do you have all the skills you need to go shopping in Thailand? If not, I will be waiting for you for our next Learn Thai in 3 minutes lesson. See you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน ดิฉันกิตยาค่ะ Hi everybody, I'm Kitaya. Welcome to ThaiPod101.com's Learn Thai in 3 minutes, the fastest, easiest, and the most fun way to learn Thai. In the last lesson, we learned how to count in Thai. I hope you spend some time practicing because that will come in handy in this lesson. We are going to learn how to go shopping in Thailand. Before we go, you need to know how to say how much is it. ราคาเท่าไหร่ If you are a man, add ครับ to make this more polite. If you are a woman, add ค่ะ ราคาเท่าไหร่ Are you ready to go shopping in Thailand? Let's go! If you want to be more specific when asking how much is this, referring to a certain type of object, we first need to add that noun. For example, hat is หมวก Then we add the classifier for the noun. This is similar to how we say 2 loaves of bread in English instead of 2 breads, except all nouns in Thai have these classifiers. The classifier of hat is ใบ and finally the word นี้ which means this. ขอโทษนะคะ หมวกใบนี้ราคาเท่าไหร่คะ Excuse me, how much is this hat? ขอโทษนะคะ หมวกใบนี้ราคาเท่าไหร่คะ And skirt is กระโปรง The classifier of skirt is ตัว ขอโทษนะคะ กระโปรงตัวนี้ราคาเท่าไหร่คะ Excuse me, how much is this skirt? ขอโทษนะคะ กระโปรงตัวนี้ราคาเท่าไหร่คะ At this point, the shop clerk will answer with a number and then the word for the currency in Thailand, which is the บาท บาท ใบละ บาท ตัวละ บาท For example, ใบละ99 บาท ตัวละ58 บาท What number is 65? Do you remember from the last lesson? It's 65. 65 บาท It costs 65 baht. Now it's time for Kitaya's quick tips. Remember that it's always polite to add ค่ะ after ราคาเท่าไหร่ if you are a woman or ครับ after it if you are a man. However, in casual situations, you can omit this and just say ราคาเท่าไหร่ which means how much. ราคาเท่าไหร่ At this point, can you count in Thai baht? We are going to learn how to do this and much more in the next lesson. I will be waiting for you in our next Learn Thai in 3 minutes lesson. See you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ
Hi everybody, Jay here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Thai questions. The question for this lesson is, how do I use Thai quantifiers? To begin with, let me first tell you about Thai nouns.
In Thai, most of the time, nouns don't have singular or plural forms. To allow us to identify the amount, we quantify almost everything. The equivalent of this in English is asking for 3 glasses of wine rather than just wine. The difference is in Thai, we use it on every noun. In this lesson, I'll introduce some of the quantifiers for everyday objects. We put quantifiers in after we set the amount of the object. The pattern follows this format: noun plus amount or number plus quantifier. The most standard quantifier which you can use with most nouns is an. You can use it when you don't know the specific quantifier for a noun. For example, มีด1 อัน one knife. Other quantifiers include แท่ง used with pencils, ใบ used with pillows, leaves, glasses, cups, bowls, dishes. ด้าม used with pens. Some that are used with liquids, foods, and grains are แก้ว and ขวด, and so on. Following the format noun plus amount or number plus quantifier, here are some example sentences. ฉันมีดินสอ1 แท่ง I have 1 pencil. ผมขอหมอน 2 ใบ I would like 2 pillows. นม 4 แก้ว 4 glasses of milk. You can see that all the nouns are quantified in these sample sentences, and the quantifier is used after specifying the amount of the noun. If you don't know which quantifier to use, stick with an. Pretty interesting, right? If you have any more questions, please leave a comment below. Bye! สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everybody, Jay here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Thai questions. The question for this lesson is, does Thai have a past tense? Probably the main challenge of Thai language is that Thai's past tense is quite ambiguous. In fact, there's no difference between past and present tense in Thai. In this lesson, we'll learn how to address the past in Thai sentences. To address the past and to distinguish it from the present tense, we use adverbs of time, either at the beginning or end of the sentence. Adverbs of time include เมื่อวาน yesterday, เมื่อวันจันทร์ last Monday, ปีที่แล้ว last year, เดือนที่แล้ว last month, and วันก่อน the day before yesterday. Let's see some examples that show how we can put this either at the beginning or the end of the sentence. For example, ฉันไปอเมริกาปีที่แล้ว I went to America last year. In present tense, it's simply ฉันไปอเมริกา I go to America. We can also put adverbs of time at the beginning of the sentence. For example, เมื่อวานไปตลาดมา I went to the market yesterday. The sentence ไปตลาด I go to the market is in present form only because there are no adverbs of time. So, if you want to tell someone you did something in the past, you can make sentences like you would with present tense, but add an adverb of time. This way, they will know you are talking about a past action. Pretty simple, right? If you have any more questions, please leave a comment below. Bye! สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everybody, Jay here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Thai questions. The question for this lesson is, how do I make a request or give a command in Thai? There are various words to choose from when we want to request or command something in Thai. In both request and command sentences, however, the subject you is usually left out. I'll explain more in a few seconds. For now, let's go ahead and begin. Let's start by making a command in Thai. To form a command sentence, you can use the word จง in front of the sentence. The subject you is not used when forming this type of sentence, and จง is mostly used in writing. Let's look at an example. จงเติมคำ fill in the blanks. This would most likely be a written command. When giving a command, there are other words which gives some urgency to the command. Let's go over some. ต้อง must or need, or ห้าม do not or to forbid. One thing different about the usage of ต้อง is that it can be used with a subject noun. For example, เธอต้องไปโรงเรียน you must go to school. ห้าม on the other hand, must be used without a subject noun and when you forbid actions. For example, ห้ามผ่าน do not pass. A more formal way of requesting something is to use the word กรุณา. This is like saying please in English. You need to leave out the subject noun when using this word. For example, กรุณาถอดรองเท้า Please take your shoes off. Here's a tip to make your sentences more polite. Remember that you can always add ครับ or ค่ะ at the end of your request or command sentence. For example, กรุณารอสักครู่ค่ะ Please wait a moment. Pretty interesting, right? If you have any more questions, please leave a comment below. Bye. สวัสดีค่ะ Hi everybody, Jay here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Thai questions. The question for this lesson is, how do I use เลย in Thai sentences? The word เลย has various meanings in Thai and is used differently depending on the context of the sentence. Today, we'll learn about its meanings and how you can use them in sentences and everyday conversations. The first use of เลย is for emphasis in a statement sentence. This is when you want to exaggerate one part of your sentence. For instance, ไม่มีเลย I don't have any. Or in proper sentence, หมาไม่กินข้าวเลย The dog is not eating anything. This is put at the end of a statement to make the sentence sound more extreme and to put stress on the action of not eating. Compare this to หมาไม่กินข้าว The dog is not eating, which is a plain statement without any stress on the action. Another use of the word is to mean further or beyond. This is usually when you are asking or giving directions. For example, someone asked, ห้องน้ำอยู่ที่ไหน Where is the toilet? The answer might be เลยร้านนี้ไป It's further down this shop. Notice how we put เลย at the beginning and before the noun ร้านนี้ This changed the meaning of the word to mean further or beyond contextually. When using this เลย is always followed by a noun or place. The noun doesn't necessarily have to be at the beginning of the sentence. For example, ขับรถเลยทางออก I drive past the road exit. The last use of เลย is to use it as a result of something. Let me clarify. เลย can be used as a conjunction word. For example, ร้านทำผมปิด ฉันเลยไปตลาดแทน The salon was closed, so I went to the market instead. Now, in this sentence, เลย is put in between two statements to mean as a result of something. Pretty interesting, right? If you have any more questions, please leave a comment below. Bye สวัสดีค่ะ
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Thai. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Jay. In this series, you'll learn everything you need to know to get started learning Thai.
That's right, and we're here to help guide you through your journey. In this lesson, you'll learn the reasons why you should start learning a new language, why you should learn Thai specifically, and how to get started. There are countless reasons, but perhaps the biggest one of all is that it could actually change your life. Learning a new language unlocks new pathways that are off limits to you now. There are certain things that you simply cannot do without having the technical or cultural skills that come from learning a new language.
Like working or living in another country.
Knowing another language provides you with greater job opportunities. You have the freedom to move to another country halfway around the world and earn a living. Or better yet, build a career from it, instead of just being stuck in one place. Language allows you to visit or live in places that you may never have even considered going. Knowing another language simply gives you more options to choose from.
And learning a new language also helps you to be more open-minded and see the world from a new perspective.
Language and culture go hand in hand. The world is a big place, and by broadening your understanding of other cultures, it allows you to be more empathetic and understanding of the many different ways that people live their lives. With language, you're able to see and experience more, which helps you grow as a person.
Learning a new language also improves your memory.
Studies have consistently shown that those who study another language have improved memory as opposed to those who didn't. Learning another language also keeps your brain healthy by significantly delaying the onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. This difference can be as much as 4 to 5 more years of quality life.
And those are just some of the reasons you should learn another language. The list just goes on and on.
Now you know the benefits of studying another language, but why should you learn Thai in particular?
For traveling, of course. Thailand is a beautiful and exotic country with a lot to discover. From breathtaking mountains to gorgeous sandy beaches to isolated local villages.
Besides popular tourist destinations such as Bangkok, Phuket, and Pattaya, Thai language skills allow you greater freedom to explore remote areas and fully appreciate this rich, beautiful culture in a way the average tourist can't even imagine. Knowing the language lets you visit sites on your own, and at your own pace, and without having to rely on a tour guide or interpreter.
And it helps you to bargain and get good prices.
In Thailand, you have to bargain for almost everything, from buying clothes at street markets or for transport services, such as motorcycles and tuk-tuk. Moreover, if you do speak Thai, the locals will know that you have spent a significant amount of time in Thailand and are experienced enough to not accept an unreasonable price offer.
Also, it helps you increase your chances of employment or investment.
Thailand enjoys a strategic location at the heart of Asia and is home to what is regarded today as the largest growing economic market. Thailand serves as a gateway to Southeast Asia and the greater Mekong sub-region, where newly emerging markets offer great potential for business. It is the best choice for those who seek to find jobs or new business opportunities.
So clearly, there are many reasons why you should learn Thai.
Okay then, we've talked about why you should start learning a language and why you should start learning Thai, but how should they get started, Jay?
Well, it's as simple as learning your first word in Thai and building up from there.
The good news is many English words have made their way into Thai.
Computer, office, motorcycle.
This means that you already know a lot of words in Thai.
Let's teach you something that you might not know, but is very useful. ขอบคุณ it means thank you in Thai.
That's a useful word. Can you explain a little bit about what these characters are, though?
Sure. This is actually the Thai writing system that uses alphabetical letters. It is pretty similar to how English's writing system works. So, we combine alphabets with vowels to make a word.
You'll learn the Thai writing system eventually, but for now, let's put up some romanization to help you get started.
This romanization will allow you to read Thai before you become familiar with Thai characters.
That certainly makes things easier. Well, okay then. Now listen and repeat after Jay.
ขอบคุณ
Now you try.
ขอบคุณ
Your turn again.
ขอบคุณ
Well done. Now you know how to say thank you in Thai. We've covered a lot of things already, so why don't we wrap up the first lesson and recap on what we've learned? In this lesson, you learned that studying another language has many benefits, such as providing new job and business opportunities. Knowing Thai can help you with traveling through the country and bargaining. And thank you in Thai is
ขอบคุณ
In the next lesson, we're going to demystify Thai pronunciation by taking a look at the sounds of Thai. So be sure to watch the next video. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Bye
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Thai. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Thai pronunciation.
Do you know that, like English, the Thai alphabet is divided into consonants and vowels?
In Thai, there are 21 consonant sounds and 18 basic vowel sounds. By using all of these sounds, you can form every single word in Thai.
Still seem complicated? Well, how about this? Of the 21 consonant sounds in Thai, you already know 18 of the original sounds.
That's right. If you're a native English speaker, then you already make these sounds every day.
You can also ignore 14 of the vowel sounds for the very same reason.
So the only thing standing between you and perfect Thai pronunciation is 3 new consonant sounds and 4 new vowel sounds. Let's hear Jay pronounce the unique sounds of Thai.
The new consonant sounds that you have to learn are r, j, and ch. And for the vowels,
One big difference between Thai and English pronunciation is that all final consonants in Thai are unreleased. Take the previous example for love.
rak.
Do you notice how air in the final K sound is not expelled? This is true for all final consonants in Thai words. If an English speaker were to attempt to say this, however, they would tend to say something like ruck. It's a natural habit to release the final consonant sound. Okay, let's listen again.
rak, rak.
How about this word, which means thinking in Thai?
It will sound like this. Kid, kid.
So just keep in mind that the last consonant in a Thai word is always unreleased. Thai is a tonal language. That means 2 seemingly similar words, or ones that sound the same for Western learners, can have 2 completely different meanings, simply depending on their respective intonation.
For example, ไกล and ใกล้ ไกล means far and ใกล้ means near.
The meanings are totally different, with a small change in the intonation. So just bear in mind that tone is just as important as spelling in Thai, as it can be used to distinguish the meaning of one word from another.
Thai is comprised of 5 tones in total: middle, low, falling, high, and rising tones.
You need to learn the Thai tones because a word in Thai can mean different things when a different tone is applied.
ไม่ ใหม่ ไม่ ไม้ ไหม middle ไม่ mile, low ใหม่ new, falling ไหม้ not or burning, high ไม้ wood, rising ไหม silk.
So, as you can see, with different intonation, the meaning changes.
To complete our introduction to the pronunciation lesson, I'll point out that the overall syllable must be spoken with the correct tone.
There are no shortcuts to learning Thai tones. The only way is to practice speaking and listening to Thai regularly. Imitating words in different tones, like the one in this example, is a very useful way to practice. Well done! Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Thai has 21 consonant sounds and 18 vowel sounds. Pronunciation of all final consonants in Thai is silent. And in Thai, tones are very important, as a similar word with a different tone can have a different meaning. We've covered only the basics of Thai pronunciation. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Ultimate Guide to Thai Pronunciation. In that video series, we teach you how to pronounce every single sound used in Thai. In the next lesson, we'll introduce you to the basics of Thai grammar, where you'll learn about Thai word order and how to build basic phrases in Thai. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Bye!
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Thai. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Thai grammar. On a fundamental level, Thai grammar is extremely simple, especially in comparison with more complicated European languages like French or German.
For example, verbs do not inflect in Thai.
It means that when you form a sentence, you don't need to worry about tenses such as past, present, and future tense. Instead, tense is expressed by adding a separate time word.
There are also no plural forms of nouns and no conjugation of verbs.
Also, there are no articles and no noun genders in Thai, and fewer prepositions are used.
Any words that aren't essential to the core meaning of a sentence are usually optional and can be omitted.
Wow, doesn't that sound easy?
Yes, it's also very easy just to learn a couple of words and immediately start building some of your own phrases and sentences.
But being a simple language does not mean it is less challenging than other languages. Do you know that the basic Thai sentence is incredibly simple? It is structured with an SVO, subject, verb, object, order, just like in English.
For example, ฉันรักคุณ This has the same word order as in I love you.
Thai verbs don't change their form for tense. Instead, tenses are indicated mostly by context or with the use of words like
จะ will or going to แล้ว already.
So, if you want to talk about the future, you just add the word
จะ
in the sentence.
ฉันจะไปโรงเรียน I will go to school. คุณแม่จะทำอาหาร Mom is going to cook.
It's the same in other tenses, like present continuous tense. You just have to add a word to change the tense.
ฉันกำลังอ่านหนังสือ I am reading a book. เจนกำลังทำความสะอาดบ้าน Jane is cleaning her house.
And to indicate a sentence's past tense, just add a time indication, such as yesterday, last week, 1 month ago, etc. in the sentence.
เมื่อวานฉันอยู่บ้าน Yesterday I was at home. เดือนที่แล้วฉันไปพัทยา Last month I went to Pattaya.
Lastly, the present perfect tense. Just add the word
แล้ว
or already.
ฉันทำการบ้านแล้ว I've already done my homework. ฉันกินข้าวแล้ว I've already eaten.
So now you know how to form a basic sentence in Thai in different tenses. Just remember that the basic structure will always stay the same. However, tense can be expressed by adding certain words. Questions and negations are represented by adding meaningful particles to a sentence without destroying its basic structure. In Thai, a negative sentence is made by using negative words, such as
ไม่ ไม่ใช่ ไม่ได้
The most common negative word is
ไม่
and it's used by simply placing the word
ไม่
in front of the verb.
For example, I'll go in Thai is ฉันไป The negative sentence is ฉันไม่ไป or I won't go.
Do you have other examples?
Yes, I do. How about this sentence? My friend has a book. That's เพื่อนมีหนังสือ As a negative sentence, it's เพื่อนไม่มีหนังสือ My friend doesn't have a book. Another example will be ฉันจะมาที่นี่อีก I will come here again. And the negative sentence of this will be ฉันจะไม่มาที่นี่อีก I won't come here again.
There are two ways of forming a question. First, questions can be made by adding the word
ไหม
at the end of a sentence.
For example คุณหิวข้าวไหม คุณรักฉันไหม คุณเคยมาที่นี่ไหม
Or add one of the question words at the end of a sentence. Common Thai question words are
Who, what, where, when, why, how.
For example, what is this?
อันนี้คืออะไร
Who are you?
คุณคือใคร
Where is it?
ที่นี่คือที่ไหน
Note that the question mark isn't used in Thai. When answering a question, Thai people typically don't use yes or no as in English. Instead, they repeat the main verb, either by itself or with
ไม่
before it.
For example, to answer the question, Are you hungry? คุณหิวข้าวไหม We will say หิว hungry or ไม่หิว not hungry instead of saying yes or no.
How about if I want to ask, do you want to catch a movie with me?
The question will be คุณอยากไปดูหนังกับฉันไหม If you do, you will say อยาก or want. But if you don't, then say ไม่อยาก or don't want.
Well done! Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Thai sentences are formed using a subject, verb, object, or SVO word order, just like in English. Secondly, you learned how to form negative sentences by adding one word before the verb. Lastly, you learned that asking questions in Thai is easy, because you only have to add the question word at the end of the sentence. We've covered only the very basics of Thai grammar. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Thai in 3 minutes video series. In that course, we teach you useful phrases while covering the fundamentals of Thai grammar, and each lesson is only 3 minutes long. In the next lesson, we'll introduce you to the basics of Thai writing. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Bye!
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Thai. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Thai writing. The Thai language has 44 consonants, 32 vowels, 4 tone marks, and various other symbols for pronunciation.
Also, in the Thai writing system, there are no spaces between words. Instead, spaces in a Thai text indicate the end of a clause or sentence. Take the sentences. I'm a student. I have to go to school every day. In Thai, you will write these two sentences as ฉันเป็นนักเรียน ฉันต้องไปโรงเรียนทุกวัน So you can see, we use a space to indicate the end of a sentence.
Now, you may feel it's difficult, but let me assure you that Thai and English are more similar than you think. First, Thai language is read and written horizontally, from left to right. And just like the ABCs in English, you mix consonants with vowels to make syllables and words.
In Thai language, there are 44 consonant letters.
But since many of the consonants produce the same sound, the 44 consonants produce only 21 distinct initial consonant sounds when used at the beginning of a syllable, and 6 final consonant sounds when used at the end of a syllable.
Thai consonants are divided into 3 classes: middle, high, and low.
These 3 classifications are very important when you mix consonants with accent marks in order to produce correct intonation. Vowels in Thai are called
สระ
In Thai, there are 32 vowels in total, with 16 different vowel symbols that combine into different patterns.
And out of these 32 vowels, 18 are basic vowels, which each exist in long and short pairs.
The length of the vowel sound is much more important in Thai than it is in English. Let's say you're saying the word love in short and long duration. The meaning of the word does not change. However, this does not apply to Thai language. A word can have different meanings depending on if the vowel sound is pronounced long or short.
For example, ti and ti. The first word ti with the shorter sound means to criticize. If you say it a bit longer, ti, it means to hit. Another example is bud or offsprings and boot or to be rotten.
Now you understand short and long vowels in Thai. Another thing you need to know is that unlike English, not all vowel forms follow consonants. Some appear above consonants and some below, and complex form vowels can be placed around the consonants. Thai is a tonal language with 5 tones that are indicated by 4 tone marks.
For example, ไม้เอก ไม้โท ไม้ตรี ไม้จัตวา
The 5th is just normal and has no mark. These tone marks are important as they help you apply the correct tone. In writing, these tone marks are always placed above an initial consonant. Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that the Thai alphabet is comprised of consonants, vowels, and tone marks. Also, there are 32 vowels that produce either short or long sounds. Lastly, tone marks are important in Thai writing as they help indicate the correct tone for the word. We've covered only the very basics of Thai writing. If you want to learn more, check out our Learn Thai Writing video series. In the next lesson, you'll be entering Thai Boot Camp, where you'll learn useful beginner phrases to get you speaking Thai right away. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Bye!
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Thai. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
In this lesson, we'll focus on teaching you the most useful Thai words and phrases for absolute beginners.
Make sure you are repeating the words out loud after I say the examples.
Are you ready? Let's get started. The best phrase to learn when studying a new language is one that expresses gratitude and appreciation. If you had to learn only a single phrase, this would be it.
We taught you this phrase in the first lesson of this series. Do you remember what it was? ขอบคุณ It means thank you.
Keep repeating after Jay until you get it.
ขอบคุณ
Your turn.
ขอบคุณ ขอบคุณ
But what if you want to express even greater thanks, like in English, when you say, thank you very much?
Then you would add มาก after ขอบคุณ
Altogether, it's...
ขอบคุณมาก
Okay, let's move on.
Wait a minute. Do you know that in Thai, just saying ขอบคุณ or ขอบคุณมาก can sound a bit rude without polite particles?
What are polite particles, Jay?
Polite particles are words that are added to the end of sentences to make them sound polite. The most common polite particles are ครับ for men and ค่ะ for women.
So, if a woman wants to say thank you, she'll say
ขอบคุณค่ะ or ขอบคุณมากค่ะ
And for guys,
ขอบคุณครับ or ขอบคุณมากครับ
The next phrase we'll teach you is perhaps the second most useful phrase of all. It's to apologize or to excuse yourself.
ขอโทษ It means excuse me or I'm sorry. ขอโทษ
Use this phrase when you want to grab a waiter's attention or when you bump into someone on the street.
ขอโทษ
Your turn.
ขอโทษ
Imagine you're on the street and you want to stop someone to ask them for directions. What do you say?
ขอโทษ
Okay, one last time.
ขอโทษ
And don't forget to add
ครับ
if you're a guy.
ขอโทษครับ
If you're a woman, add
ค่ะ
at the end of the sentence.
ขอโทษค่ะ
Now you can say thank you very much, excuse me, and I'm sorry in Thai. Let's move on. Asking where something is an incredibly important and useful phrase to learn. You're going to need this when asking where the bathroom, the train station, or where the hotel is. To ask where something is, put the Thai word for where first, followed by the verb to be, and then add the place you want to find.
ที่ไหน That's Thai for where. And you, or the verb to be in Thai.
For example, if you want to ask, where is the bathroom?
ห้องน้ำอยู่ที่ไหน
For the train station, it'll be
สถานีรถไฟอยู่ที่ไหน
and so on. You can ask where something is by starting with
ที่ไหน
and following it with the verb to be. In Thai, it's
อยู่
You might have noticed that this sentence structure is different from English. Rather than saying, where is the bathroom? In Thai, it goes, the bathroom is where? Let's practice these two sentences again. First is, where is the bathroom?
ห้องน้ำอยู่ที่ไหน
Your turn.
ห้องน้ำอยู่ที่ไหน
The second word of this sentence is the word we use for bathroom in Thai.
ห้องน้ำ
Okay, now let's teach you some vocabulary so that you can use it in the sentence. Here are some of the most common words you'll need to learn.
โรงแรม
Hotel.
โรงแรม
If you ask someone this question, they'll direct you to the closest hotel. If you'd like to ask where a specific hotel is, like the Hilton, for example, simply place the name after hotel.
โรงแรมฮิลตัน โรงแรมมนเทียน โรงแรมไดมอนด์
Next,
เซเว่น
convenience store.
เซเว่น
Actually, convenience store in Thai is
ร้านสะดวกซื้อ But in daily conversation, people prefer to use the word 7 for convenience stores. It is shortened from 7-Eleven, a popular convenience store franchise in Thailand. Just think of it like the way Americans prefer to use the word clinics for facial tissue paper.
So the question, where is a convenience store, will be
เซเว่นอยู่ที่ไหน
Our second example sentence was, where is the train station?
สถานีรถไฟอยู่ที่ไหน
Your turn.
สถานีรถไฟอยู่ที่ไหน
You can substitute almost anything by using this phrase
อยู่ที่ไหน
to ask where something is in Thai.
And don't forget to add a polite particle at the end of the question to make it more polite.
In this final lesson, you learned how to say thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry, and how to ask where something is in Thai. And in this series, we introduced you to the basics of Thai pronunciation, grammar, writing, and more. Let's conclude with some parting advice from Jay. Listen to some of her tips on how to learn Thai from a native Thai speaker's perspective.
To improve your Thai, I would suggest you regularly interact with your Thai friends, read Thai magazines and newspapers, and watch Thai TV programs and movies. Watching contemporary videos, such as our videos here at thaipod101.com, will ensure that you are learning real applicable Thai in the fastest and most effective way, and you'll be able to perfect the sound of Thai by repeating after us in these videos.
You've reached the end of this course, Introduction to Thai, but it's only the beginning of your journey to Thai fluency. Where do you go from here? Check out our ultimate guide to Thai pronunciation. In that video series, we teach you how to pronounce every single sound used in Thai. Or check out any of our other video series. We have many different categories for you to choose from. Good luck as you continue learning Thai, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!
Bye!
How are your Thai listening skills? First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
เด็กผู้ชายกำลังอ่านบันทึกส่วนตัว วันนี้เขาทำอะไรเป็นอย่างแรก
วันนี้อากาศดีมาก ตอนบ่ายผมไปว่ายน้ำในสระแล้วก็ไปดูหนังตอนเย็นผมอ่านหนังสือตลอดตอนเช้าด้วยนะวันนี้ไม่เลวเลย
วันนี้เขาทำอะไรเป็นอย่างแรกเด็กผู้ชายกำลังอ่านบันทึกส่วนตัววันนี้เขาทำอะไรเป็นอย่างแรก
วันนี้อากาศดีมากตอนบ่ายผมไปว่ายน้ำในสระแล้วก็ไปดูหนังตอนเย็นผมอ่านหนังสือตลอดตอนเช้าด้วยนะวันนี้ไม่เลวเลย
Did you get it right? I hope you learned something from this quiz. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time. Hi everyone, I'm Gabriella. How are your Thai listening skills? In this video, you'll have a chance to test them out with a quiz. First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
ผู้ชายคนหนึ่งกำลังรายงานเกี่ยวกับผลการดำเนินงานของบริษัทในที่ประชุมเขาใช้แผนภาพ2 อันไหนในการนำเสนองาน
ขอให้ดูในเอกสารที่แจกไปนะครับแผนภาพทางซ้ายแสดงยอดขายของบริษัทในช่วง3 ปีที่ผ่านมารวมทั้งประมาณการยอดขายสำหรับปีปัจจุบันด้วยส่วนแผนภาพทางขวาแสดงยอดขายแบบแยกเป็นรายเดือนจนถึงเดือนตุลาคมปีนี้คราวนี้ขอให้ดูแผนภาพทางซ้ายนะครับจะเห็นว่ายอดขายเพิ่มขึ้นอย่างต่อเนื่องในช่วง3 ปีที่ผ่านมาและถ้าเรายังทำยอดขายเพิ่มขึ้นต่อไปได้ยอดขายรวมในปีนี้ก็จะเพิ่มขึ้นมากกว่าปีที่แล้วครับต่อไปดูที่แผนภาพทางขวานะครับแผนภาพทางขวานี้แสดงให้เห็นว่าการรณรงค์ที่เราทำในเดือนเมษายนและเดือนสิงหาคมค่อนข้างมีประสิทธิภาพทีเดียว
เข้าใจแล้วค่ะแต่ยอดขายในเดือนพฤษภาคมและกันยายนลดลงหลังจากรณรงค์นะคะ
ใช่ครับแต่หลีกเลี่ยงไม่ได้ที่ยอดขายจะต้องดีดตัวกลับแบบนี้ครับผมคาดว่ายอดขายประจำปีในปีนี้จะเพิ่มขึ้นกว่าปีที่แล้วถ้าเรายังทำยอดขายเพิ่มขึ้นได้ต่อเนื่องครับ
เขาใช้แผนภาพ2 อันไหนในการนำเสนองานผู้ชายคนหนึ่งกำลังรายงานเกี่ยวกับผลการดำเนินงานของบริษัทในที่ประชุมเขาใช้แผนภาพ2 อันไหนในการนำเสนองาน
ขอให้ดูในเอกสารที่แจกไปนะครับแผนภาพทางซ้ายแสดงยอดขายของบริษัทในช่วง3 ปีที่ผ่านมารวมทั้งประมาณการยอดขายสำหรับปีปัจจุบันด้วยส่วนแผนภาพทางขวาแสดงยอดขายแบบแยกเป็นรายเดือนจนถึงเดือนตุลาคมปีนี้คราวนี้ขอให้ดูแผนภาพทางซ้ายนะครับจะเห็นว่ายอดขายเพิ่มขึ้นอย่างต่อเนื่องในช่วง3 ปีที่ผ่านมาและถ้าเรายังทำยอดขายเพิ่มขึ้นต่อไปได้ยอดขายรวมในปีนี้ก็จะเพิ่มขึ้นมากกว่าปีที่แล้วครับต่อไปดูที่แผนภาพทางขวานะครับแผนภาพทางขวานี้แสดงให้เห็นว่าการรณรงค์ที่เราทำในเดือนเมษายนและเดือนสิงหาคมค่อนข้างมีประสิทธิภาพทีเดียว
เข้าใจแล้วค่ะแต่ยอดขายในเดือนพฤษภาคมและกันยายนลดลงหลังจากรณรงค์นะคะ
ใช่ครับแต่หลีกเลี่ยงไม่ได้ที่ยอดขายจะต้องดีดตัวกลับแบบนี้ครับผมคาดว่ายอดขายประจำปีในปีนี้จะเพิ่มขึ้นกว่าปีที่แล้วถ้าเรายังทำยอดขายเพิ่มขึ้นได้ต่อเนื่องครับ
Did you get it right? I hope you learned something from this quiz. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time.
Want to master grammar so you can speak properly, express yourself better, and understand more? In this video, I'll show you how to master grammar with our lessons and learning program. Let's begin. Number 1. Listen to the lesson conversations and explanations. In every lesson, you learn a conversation. Then, our teachers break down every word and grammar rule. So you're actually learning grammar rules in the context of conversations, and you can easily see how they're used. Once you're done, review the conversation again and again to remember what you've learned. Number 2, read the bonus explanations and tutorials. With the lesson notes, you get extra grammar explanations and examples that are not presented in the lesson. After you're done with the lesson, read the lesson notes for extra review. You can even save them as PDFs so that you can access them anytime. Number 3, leave a comment on the lesson. Once you've learned a grammar point, be sure to use it. Leave a comment in the comments section. Write some example sentences for practice. Our teachers will review your comment and give you feedback. Number 4, unlock even more grammar lessons. If you want to find all of the grammar lessons available, visit our lesson library. Under Category, choose Grammar. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons dedicated to helping you learn and master sentence patterns and grammar points. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Want to finally learn Thai the fast, fun, and easy way? In this video, I'll show you the top 10 ways to get started. So let's begin. Number 1, take your very first lesson. Access any audio or video lesson on ThaiPod101.com and just press the play button to get started. Don't have an account? Don't worry. Just go to the sign up page to create an account. It takes less than 30 seconds and it's free. We have thousands of audio and video lessons covering a variety of topics like grammar, pronunciation, listening, and reading. Just click on the play button on any lesson and start learning. Number 2, read along with the lesson. You can read along with the lesson notes or lesson transcript. These come with every lesson. The lesson notes provide you with the dialogue for the scene taught in the lesson, along with translations, a more in-depth explanation of the grammar and culture, and even vocab and sample sentences. The lesson transcript is the full word-for-word transcript of everything you hear in the lesson. And the Dialogue Study tool provides you with the audio for the lesson dialogue, along with the translations. Number 3, shadowing. Shadowing is a tested learning technique where you repeat what you hear. This is a great way to start speaking in minutes and practice speaking in general. If you're listening along with the lesson audio or dialogue, be sure to shadow along the way. Number 4, use the Dialogue Study tool to master the conversation. Here, you get the line-by-line breakdown of the conversation demonstrated in the lesson. Listen and repeat until you've mastered each line. Do this until you've mastered the entire conversation. Number 5, use the voice recorder to perfect your pronunciation and speaking. In the Dialogue Study tool, you'll find a microphone icon next to each line. Click on it to record your voice. Then, compare it with the native speakers. Listen and adjust your pronunciation until you match that of the native speaker. Number 6, review vocab with the lesson vocabulary list. Vocabulary words are the building blocks of language. You can save vocab words taught in each lesson by clicking on Add to Word Bank. Want to drill the words with smart flashcards instead? Just click on Add to Flashcard Deck to do so. Number 7, listen to the review track. If you've studied an audio lesson before, just listen to the review track so that you don't have to listen through the entire lesson again. This is a great way to reinforce the material that you've learned, and it's great to have on the go. Just access any audio lesson and click on the download icon. Then click Review to download the review track. Number 8, review with quizzes after the lesson. Once you're confident enough with the material taught in the lesson, be sure to take the quiz to test your newfound knowledge. Take the review questions and answer true or false for each one. Or take the writing questions and input your answer. Remember to check the answers by clicking on the Check Answers button. Number 9, participate and leave a comment. The best way to master what you've learned is to use it. Join the community of learners by leaving a comment below at the end of every lesson.
Our dedicated teachers will check your responses to correct you on any mistakes or provide you with helpful study tips and advice. And finally, number 10, move on to the next lesson. Done with a lesson? Mark the lesson as complete. You can see your overall learning progress on your dashboard. If you particularly enjoyed the lesson, mark the lesson as favorite so that you can come back to it later at any time. Click on the forward arrow to move on to the next lesson and continue learning. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn Thai, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. Remember, you can sign up to ThaiPod101.com by clicking on the link in the description. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds, and it's free. I'll see you next time. Bye! Are you feeling confident as a beginner-level language learner? Are you ready to move up to the intermediate level? Here are some tips to help you make that leap and advance your language learning progress. Tip number 1, determine your skill level. It's important to look across your skills in the major language competencies: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. By taking our level assessment test, you can review your skills in each competency and see your strengths and weaknesses. Keep in mind it's normal to be better in some skills than others. Premium Plus users can take our level assessment test and get personalized recommendations and learning pathways based on your results. Once you've figured out which skills need work, it's time to take action. No matter which of your language skills need to be improved, make sure you choose a method that's both effective and fun to help maintain your regular learning routine. Tip number 2, listening. The most effective way to build your listening comprehension is by building a strong vocabulary. The more vocab you master, the easier it will be to understand the context and details of the conversation. Songs in the target language are a key listening tool that will teach you common, everyday vocabulary. By learning and memorizing the lyrics, you're building up your vocabulary. If you really want your listening skills to take off, listen to our podcasts. We have hundreds of hours of audio lessons for you to listen to. Before you know it, you'll be able to understand shows and movies. Tip number 3, speaking. Add speaking elements to your language routine. Try shadowing podcasts, repeating along while you listen. Match the native speaker's pronunciation and intonation. This is a fantastic way to improve your fluency and accuracy. You can also find a partner for conversation exchange. A partner can help correct your mistakes and teach you more natural ways to phrase your ideas. Tip number 4, writing. An easy way to start writing more often is by keeping a one-sentence journal. Write one sentence in a journal every day. It doesn't take a lot of time and is a great habit for beginners to build a routine. You have to be consistent to make improvements. Ask native speakers to correct your writing to improve even faster. You can submit sentences and phrases to your teacher using Premium Plus. Tip number 5, reading. Reading is a skill you can improve by yourself. There's no need to rush. It doesn't matter if you read 1 or 100 pages at a time. What matters is that you understand what you read. Write down new words as you read them to practice later. If there's an audio version, read along with the narrator. It'll help you read at a slightly faster speed than normal. You can use the audio that comes with each of our lessons. Bonus tip, never give up. Where do your language skills currently stand? Where do you want them to be? How do you get there? Whatever your goal is, make it clear and part of your life. You'll reach it if you stay focused and positive. And if you really want your skills to take off, make use of our tools and resources. They're designed to help you get to the next level in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way. Just click the link in the description to sign up for a free lifetime account. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds. Click the link in the description and start learning right away. I'll see you there. Bye! Can you really learn a new language all alone? Learning a language without traditional classroom instruction may seem quite daunting at first. What if you run into questions? How do you stay on track and motivated to achieve your goals? Don't worry,
Not only is it possible to learn any language without traditional classroom instruction, we have created an advanced and extensive online language learning system to help you do just that. It's designed to help you learn a language on your own and is faster, more convenient, and less expensive than traditional classroom options. Here are 3 reasons to learn a language alone. Number 1. Learn at your own pace and on your own schedule. In today's fast-paced world, there isn't always time for traditional classroom instruction. But when you learn alone, you can study anywhere and anytime that suits your schedule best. It makes it far easier to actually reach your goal of learning and mastering the language. Number 2. Learning a language on your own can reduce stress and anxiety. In traditional classroom settings, there are pop quizzes, tests, and presentations in front of classmates. While it's valuable to learn public speaking skills and to be able to perform under pressure, for some people, these classroom pressures are a big hurdle for their language learning dreams. Learning alone, however, removes these stressors. Learning outside of a traditional classroom setting can help reduce some of the stress you may feel, and you can work towards your goals all on your own. Number 3. Learning alone can help improve cognitive function. While classroom settings often require learners to spend lots of time memorizing information and following instructions, studying a language on your own requires you to problem solve so that you can self-teach and hit your goals. You'll also need to be strict with yourself and stick to a regular study schedule. So yes, in some ways, learning a language on your own can be more challenging than learning in a traditional classroom setting. But teaching yourself a language pays dividends throughout life. In addition to learning a language, you'll also learn time management and problem-solving skills. These are skills that will aid you when social and professional opportunities arise. So, how do you actually learn a language on your own? Number 1. Access our huge collection of audio and video lessons. Ideally, you want audio and/or video lessons that teach vocabulary, grammar, and provide actual conversations and dialogue in your target language to help you with real pronunciation. We have hundreds of hours of HD audio and video lessons on our website, created by professional teachers and actors to help you achieve perfect pronunciation. Plus, all lessons can be accessed 24/7 via any device with internet access. Number 2. Learning paths with courses based upon your exact needs and goals. Simply tell us your goals and we will identify the best courses and study plan to help you reach them in the shortest time possible. Even though you are technically learning a language on your own, our team is always here to help and make sure you reach your goals fast. Number 3. Use advanced learning tools. When you have the right tools and learning resources, it's actually easy to teach yourself a language. Over the last 10 years, we've developed, tested, and refined more than 20 advanced learning tools. These tools aim to boost retention and reduce learning time. Eliminate stress and start learning at your own pace, in bed, your car, or wherever you have a few spare minutes. Our learning resources and tools are designed to help you get to the next level in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way. Just click the link in the description to sign up for a free lifetime account. So if you want to learn language anytime, anywhere, sign up for a free lifetime account by clicking the link in the description. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds. Click the link in the description and start learning right away. I'll see you there. Bye! Want to master grammar so you can speak properly, express yourself better, and understand more? In this video, I'll show you how to master grammar with our lessons and learning program. Let's begin. Number 1. Listen to the lesson conversations and explanations. In every lesson, you learn a conversation. Then, our teachers break down every word and grammar rule. So you're actually learning grammar rules in the context of conversations, and you can easily see how they're used. Once you're done, review the conversation again and again to remember what you've learned. Number 2. Read the bonus explanations and tutorials. With the lesson notes, you get extra grammar explanations and examples that are not presented in the lesson. After you're done with the lesson, read the lesson notes for extra review. You can even save them as PDFs so that you can access them anytime. Number 3. Leave a comment on the lesson. Once you've learned a grammar point, be sure to use it. Leave a comment in the comments section. Write some example sentences for practice. Our teachers will review your comment and give you feedback. Number 4. Unlock even more grammar lessons. If you want to find all of the grammar lessons available, visit our lesson library. Under Category, choose Grammar. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons dedicated to helping you learn and master sentence patterns and grammar points. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Have you always wanted to learn a new language? You probably have your own reason for wanting to learn, but there are huge benefits to being bilingual that you might not know about. In this video, I'll introduce a few of them. Here are some reasons why you should learn a new language. Number 1. You become smarter. Studies show that learning a new language improves your focus and memory. It improves your decision-making. You score higher on intelligence tests, and you're less likely to be swayed by propaganda. Number 2. You make more friends. Because you get to communicate with more people, you can meet more people and make more friends. This will help you get more opportunities, like jobs. Number 3. Find love. The more people you meet, the more opportunities you have of finding that special someone. Number 4. You can travel with ease. Simply because you can express yourself confidently in another language. Catching a cab, ordering food, and getting around will never be a problem. Number 5. You're more open-minded and feel more empathy. Because a new language puts you in another culture's shoes. When you can speak in another language, you see the world the way that the native speakers do. In fact, when some bilinguals switch from one language to another, they also switch personalities and express themselves differently. For example, people tend to feel more direct and assertive when speaking English, and more polite when speaking Japanese. So this allows you to understand others' worldviews and connect with people on a deeper level. Number 6. You delay the mental effects of aging. By 4 or 5 years. Learning and mastering another language sharpens your brain and increases the amount of gray matter, which helps delay dementia. So if you're ready to finally learn and master a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! When learning a new language, we sometimes have a hard time with things like procrastination, discouragement, or failure. But don't panic. With a good strategy, you'll be able to overcome these difficulties. Are you ready to discover the 4 habits of successful learners? Number 1. Optimize your time. When learning a language, it's important to dedicate time to your studies regularly, even if sometimes it's difficult. You're busy with school, work, family, or friends, but you can spread out your learning throughout the day. Study whenever you have small gaps of time in your busy schedule. This can be when you're on the metro, on your lunch break, or while you're exercising. Our podcast learning format fits perfectly into your tight schedule. Number 2. Consistency with your chosen method. There are a lot of options when it comes to courses and learning materials. Switching from one method to another can confuse you and disrupt your progress. Focusing on one learning method will make a difference. Our method has been created and optimized by real teachers, so you can stick to it with confidence. Number 3. Use your language background. Many languages share some commonalities. You can find words that look or sound similar, or even share the same grammar structure. A little bit of language background will give you an edge while learning. Number 4. Study continuously. People are excited when they start learning a new language. The enthusiasm usually lasts until the first roadblock. This can lead to discouragement and procrastination. But don't burn yourself out. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't try to learn it all at once. Break things down into more digestible chunks. Learning step by step might feel slow, but it's an efficient way to learn a language. With patience, motivation, and good resources, you'll master the language. Remember, you can't learn a language overnight, but with motivation and these daily lessons, you'll be on the road to fluency. Give it a try now. Sign up for your account. Just click the link in the description. If you're learning a new language, there will be times when you'll struggle with the lesson, when you won't fully understand what you've learned, when you'll be in a rut, or when you just won't feel like you're making any progress. And that's totally normal. In this video, you'll learn what to do if you're not learning and how to overcome language learning struggles. Let's begin. Number 1, understand the mindset of a successful learner. Some learners are more successful than others. A key difference between successful learners and less successful learners is in the way they approach problems. Some learners rely completely on a learning program. If there's a grammar rule or word they don't understand, they get frustrated and blame the program. They don't look for solutions. Successful learners approach problems a little differently. If they encounter a problem, they look for a solution or ask for help instead of getting frustrated. You may feel frustrated at times, especially if you're a beginner, but how you choose to react will make all the difference. Number 2, set small, measurable, realistic goals with a deadline. Most learners fail because they set big, vague goals, like, I want to be fluent. When they realize they have no idea how to do that, they lose motivation and quit. The solution to this? Set small, measurable, realistic goals with a deadline. For example, finish 10 audio lessons by the end of this week. Learn 20 words by the end of this week. Speak 1 minute of conversation by the end of this month. Listen to lessons for just 5 minutes a day, every day this month. Now your goals are small and realistic enough to accomplish. They're specific and measurable, so you know when you reach them, and the deadline gives you a finish line. For example, either you learned all 20 words by Friday or you didn't. When you reach your goal, you gain a ton of confidence. This improves your chances of reaching your next goal because you've had experience reaching a goal and you understand the things you need to do to be successful. Number 3, read along with the lesson notes and lesson transcripts. Now, what if you're doing a lesson but you can't catch a word? Take advantage of the lesson notes and lesson transcripts and read along with the lesson. The lesson notes give you in-depth grammar and vocabulary explanations that are not available in the lesson. And the lesson notes give you the word-for-word transcript of everything said in the lesson. So if you want to pick up every word, read the transcript. Number 4, review, because repetition is the mother of all learning. If you're struggling with a particular word, grammar rule, or lesson, be sure to repeat and review it a few times. And then, come back a few days later and review it again. This same principle is used in our spaced repetition flashcards. The system quizzes you on words, then re-quizzes you in 3 days, then in 6 days, and so on, until the word gets embedded in your long-term memory. Some things you can do right now are download the lesson and lesson notes, save the words to your word bank, or even write down the words or grammar rules. Then come back to review them later. Number 5, reach out to our teachers and ask questions. If you're a Premium Plus member, you can easily get in touch with your teacher and get all of your points of confusion cleared up. Or you can always leave a comment on our lessons, and our teachers will get back to you. Remember, you're not alone. If you're struggling with a lesson, you can always get in touch with us. Number 6, take a break and go do something else. Another thing you can do is take a break and do something else that doesn't require much thinking. There's a reason our best ideas come while in the shower or while taking a walk. While you're on a break, your brain is more relaxed and starts making connections that you couldn't see when you were focused and stressed out. It's also why coming back to review things with a fresh mind can help you better understand the lessons you've taken. Number 7, downgrade your learning routine. If you're studying for 30 minutes a day and find yourself overwhelmed, or if you suddenly find yourself busy, the best thing to do is to reduce your study routine to something easier and more manageable. If you've been learning 30 minutes a day, drop down to 10 or 15 minutes. Even 5 minutes is good enough because language learning success comes with consistency. Quitting and coming back every 3 months won't work. This brings us to our next point. Number 8, remember, learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Think about it. You can't cram for 5 hours and expect to remember everything you've studied. So just like with a marathon, it's okay to go slow and at your own pace, even if you're learning for just 5 minutes a day. Similarly, if you're having trouble understanding a grammar point or a lesson, don't let it bring you down. Learning a language is a marathon, a long-term game. The little points of confusion you have now are just small obstacles, and you'll fully understand them with time. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! If you're tired of knowing and speaking the language at a basic level and want to express yourself fluently just like native speakers, then you'll need to learn grammar. The problem? It can be tricky to learn. But don't worry, in this guide you'll discover how to learn and master grammar with the Grammar Bank. 1. Where to get all of the grammar explanations you'll ever need. 2. The best way to learn grammar that's right for your level. And 3. How to expose yourself to real examples until the rules become natural to you with a study tool called the Grammar Bank inside of our learning program. But first, if you don't yet have access to our program, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description. First, what is the Grammar Bank? The Grammar Bank is like a grammar dictionary, except online. It's a database of the must-know grammar rules and explanations that makes it easy to look up specific rules and learn them. Look for it in the top menu of our site. 2. How do you learn grammar with it? The best way to learn grammar is not to just study rules, but to learn in context and hear the grammar used in real life. And that's exactly how you learn with our lessons. You learn a quick conversation and hear how the grammar rules are used within that conversation. 3. What if you come across grammar that you're not familiar with? Or what if you want to review a specific rule without going back to redo a lesson? That's where the Grammar Bank comes in. You can look up grammar rules and get the explanations, examples, and links to lessons where we cover these rules. You can also sort grammar by learning level. So if you're an absolute beginner and want to make sure you know all of the absolute beginner grammar rules, you can do just that with the Grammar Bank. You can also sort the rules by spelling, category, and lesson series. And if you want to get used to the grammar patterns so that you can use them in conversation and become fluent, the best way is to expose yourself to examples as much as possible. Grammar is hard at first, but gets easy once you get used to it with enough exposure. Be sure to access the related lessons inside the Grammar Bank and listen to the native conversations that use the rule as much as possible. So, if you want to become fluent and speak perfectly, you'll need grammar. Take advantage of the Grammar Bank inside of our learning program. But if you don't yet have access, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to sign up. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Thai ebook before it's gone.